Hey guys, and welcome back to another Premier League predictions video, where today we're going to be predicting the scores of week 20 of this 2021-2022 Premier League season. Now, we're recording this at lunch, just after lunch, on Monday the 27th of December. There is one still match to be played in game week 19, which is the Newcastle versus Manchester United game this evening, but there's games starting tomorrow for game week 20, so loads of games coming thick and fast, so that's why we're doing this video now. We're going to have a quick look at how well we're all getting on in week 19. So top scorer of the week so far is Hafiz Emran, and Hafiz is currently on 10.5 points, 2 perfect scores, and he's at the top of the tree for this week. The Hewer on 7.5 points, then we got the likes of Vindaloo Victory, Bert's 11, and Sing the King in you could say equal third. So leaderboard wise, with that still one game to play, of course, Tel, who is Tan Yua Layat, currently on 173 points. Then we got Hafsiv Emran, who was top scorer this week, in second. Then we've got Yao for the MVP, Furbar, Hightori, and Maka 03 in 6th position. Yourself, Nathan, you're currently in 14th position on 155 points, and I'm currently, where am I? All the way down here in 36th position on 144.5 points. So there we look, like 10 step there in 39th, but see if you can spot yourself all the way down to, there we are, Bonafide Plug, and Delphin Safety has just joined this game week. So that's the scores on the door so far. But that's enough of game week 19. Let's move on and make these predictions for week 20.
Okay, so first up we have the 3 o'clock on Tuesday between Crystal Palace and Norwich. Now all these games are on Amazon, and we're going to have to keep this short because of time constraints, but Norwich losing 5-0 to Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal are doing well, but that's pretty embarrassing. And Crystal Palace did lose last time around against Tottenham, but that thought Spurs very good in that one. And Ocean Roberts is in temporary charge, of course, as Vieira has COVID. With it, I think Palace have surely got this one. It'll be a minimum of 2-0. I'm going to go safely at 2-0, but this could well be more. Yeah,
I think on Palace, I've got a few players out. Wilfred Zaha, 2 yellow cards in that match. That second winner push, it was a yellow card, definitely. But if he hadn't got that previous one, I think he would have stayed on the pitch. Norwich 5-0 loss at home against Arsenal. Saka looks like he's enjoying his football at the moment with a couple of goals in that game, and Odegaard looks to be developing as a player in the Premier League as well. They were well worth their win. Norwich couldn't really put anything together to break down that Arsenal rearguard. So Palace, I should imagine, at home over the festive period, they will want to get back to winning ways. They've only won once now in their last 6 fixtures, so I'm going to go, like you, Nathan, a 2-0 victory to the Eagles. Next up, also on 3 o'clock on Tuesday, we've got Southampton coming up against Spurs. Spurs currently in 5th position, haven't lost now in the last 6 matches. Another clean sheet against Palace, as we just mentioned. They've also had clean sheets recently against Norwich and Brentford as well. And Southampton had a very good win, which was their first win in 6, away against West Ham. That game could have gone either way, but they did nick it in the end. West Ham's defence couldn't cope with that ball into, well, I think it was sort of a free kick, wasn't it, and a header for the winning goal that Southampton scored. So I think Spurs will come out victorious in this. There's loads of goals last season in this, where Tottenham won 5-2, but I think this is going to be a lot tighter, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Spurs.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot tighter, and I was quite surprised by Southampton beating West Ham, actually, because, well, even though West Ham haven't been playing too well as of late, Southampton, nor have they, but fair play to them. But yeah, I think it'll be quite tight, but Spurs should have it 2-1. Next up, we've got Watford against West Ham, and now Watford absolutely absolutely plummeting down the table. The Claudio Ranieri effect, isn't it, I guess, guys? And they're coming against West Ham, who you could say were quite unlucky, but yeah, they've been conceding a lot lately. If they can get that defence sorted, then they should be back to where they were at the start of the season. So I'm probably going to go to 3-1 to West Ham. I do think they will concede again, though, to Watford.
Yeah, well, West Ham, when do they play? On Boxing Day. This game is taken on Tuesday. Watford have had a lot of rest, haven't now played since the 10th of December.
Very good.
Could that mean they're rusty? Possibly. West Ham in all sorts of bother, aren't they? Defensively, I think they're a little bit light on the ground there at the back. I fancy Watford to get a point in this one. I'm going to go 1-1, especially at home in front of sort of a festive Vicarage Road crowd. Next up, the 8 o'clock fixture. On Tuesday, got Leicester coming up against Liverpool. Now, Leicester 4-0 down at half-time against Man City. Looks like they were going to get into a thumping, and then they brought it back to 4-3, and Man City then turned it on again to beat them 6-3 in the end. Liverpool, their game was postponed, wasn't it?
Yes,
I think,
it was.
Last time. But last time out, they gained a creditable 2-2 draw away against Spurs. But prior to that, they were the Steven rolling everybody. Virgil van Dijk, I think he's probably still going to be out for this match. Not sure actually when he's returning. I think Liverpool will concede in this one, but I think they're going to be just too strong for Leicester, and I can see Liverpool, with the amount of pace they've got, particularly on the break, and Leicester like to play on the break as well, I can see the Reds winning this one 3-1.
I think Leicester are going to concede another 4 goals in this one, but I don't think they'll be able to reply much. I think, this is Liverpool's game 4-1.
Yeah, even though Maddison seems to be getting in amongst the goals now, isn't he? So
yes, indeed. Anyway, moving on to Wednesday, starting at 7:30, we've got Chelsea versus Brighton. Now, Brighton, surprisingly getting a win against Brentford on Boxing Day. Brentford just... What happened to them?
Decimated, I think. Got a lot of players out. So
they are really struggling, but you got to give it to them in a way, and be still 13th in the table and still grinding out results with the amount they have out. Fair play, but Brighton, very shocked to see them win that. And then Chelsea currently having their own issues, getting a few draws here and there, but a massive improvement against Aston Villa, winning 3-1. I think that's going to happen again to them, and I think they're just going to be way too strong for Brighton. 3-0.
Yeah, I think Chelsea will come away with all 3 points in this one. Lukaku back on the score sheet. I think he wasn't he, in that game against Villa. Jorginho with a couple of master penalties. I think that's something like 10 penalties he scored in this calendar year. So I expect Chelsea to be fairly comfortable in this one. Like Sir Hudson-Odoi had some good chances as well in that match against Villa. I don't think they'll concede either. I think they'll shut up shop against Brighton, who do tend to have found it difficult to score this season. Only 16 goals in 17 matches. So I'm going to go for Chelsea 2, Brighton 0. The final fixture on Wednesday of the 2 fixtures, we got Brentford at home against Manchester City. Man City, the huge squad they have got, they can chop and change, bring players in and out, give everybody an opportunity to play and an opportunity to rest as well. I don't think Man City will concede in this game. It is in London. I fully expect the Citizens to win this one comfortably 4-0.
Interesting. I'm actually going to go for one more 5-0 with the amount of players that are out for Brentford, so good luck. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we've got the Thursday games. Everton against Newcastle. What do you predict for this one? Two teams just you can't predict, and most of the time they're going to lose anyway. Everton with their injury issues and just not being able to gel properly. There's a lot of negative energy around Everton at the moment. And then Newcastle, get them to January, as I say every week. 1-1 draw. Don't know.
Draw? Yeah, I was thinking about going for a draw in this one, but I just fancy Everton in this one. Newcastle, absolute terrible at the moment. Eddie Howe is trying his best up there, but he can't get a tune out of that Newcastle side. Calvert-Lewin, touch and go whether he'll be back for this one. Richarlison is definitely out. I think they've got something themselves, some like 8 or 10 players out with the COVID as well, the demonetised virus, I should say. So I think Everton will concede, but but I think they'll come away with a 2-1 victory. And the final fixture of this game week is Manchester United coming up against Burnley on Thursday evening. Last season this ended 3-1. There's rumours that Cavani could be on his way out of Manchester United as well. I think Barcelona
already
around, but
someone confiscate Barcelona's checkbook. Honestly,
yeah, but I fully expect Man United to beat Burnley. Burnley haven't played for a while themselves.
15 games played this season compared to Man City's 19.
1 win in their last 6. They have drawn 4 of those games, but I think at Old Trafford, Manchester United going forward should have just a little bit too much for them, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 win with probably a Ronaldo goal.
Yeah, Man United should have more than enough. 2-0.
Fantastic. So there we are, guys. That's our predictions for week 20. Before we go, Nathan, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, live stream on Thursday night for the Bournemouth game, and then we're going to West Brom on Saturday. So that video should be out late evening on Sunday. Search my channel, link in the description below, guys. Unless we're banned, of course, or we're not allowed out of the country, or more restrictions coming in. Who knows? Don't you dare, Drakeford.
Well, it's more like Boris this one, but we'll see what happens anyway. But thanks for joining us again in this busy festive period. There will be another video from myself coming out in the next day or two for the championship predictions, where the fixtures for the last game were absolutely decimated. So hopefully more games will be on this game week. But for now, we'd both like to bid you farewell. Keep eating that turkey if you've still got some left, and we'll see you all in the next video.